thank you for joining us for another Chamber Talk. My name is Jason Strong, Director of the Fairfield Media Center. And as our weekly basis, we are here with Mindy McAdams, Director of the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce, along with her guest, once again, Tommy Brower, in the house, in the studio, and he's going to be talking about one of the many hats that he also wears.
Fairfield people wear so many hats.
We do. We do a lot with, I want to say we do a lot with minimal, but at the same time, there's things that we do a lot with a lot. Yeah. So it's,
yes,
yeah, we a lot of Fairfieldians wear a lot of different hats.
Absolutely.
I will say that, indeed. Now, in that meantime, with all the many hats that you wear, there's some chamber events coming up, with one particular one at the end of the month that's going to creep up on us really, really quick.
Yeah, that big holiday's coming. But previous to that, we have a member appreciation reception, and this year we're doing it in our office. So we want you to come in and see our office. We have started our upgrade. The walls have been done, and next year we will be replacing the carpet in the building. So we want you to come in, feel at home in our home. Santa's couch should still be there by then, before it moves up to his house. We will be having some great food from Boho Grays, which is one of our newest chamber members. They did the food at the Convention Center's business after hours. So if you love that, you definitely want to come. There will be adult and non-adult beverages, and it's a great opportunity to get that chamber check-in. With renewal season coming right up, it's a great opportunity to have some time to say which sponsorships are new, what some sponsorships have gone up or gone down, where we're looking for more help, or maybe your sponsorship that you've had for 37 years is now not really what you're thinking, and your business has changed its sphere of influence and you'd like to change. We can help you with making sure that everybody gets covered and everybody gets the sponsorships that they need. So that's on Wednesday, November 12th, from 4 to 7. So stop in the office and say hey. And then, of course, Christmas and the holiday lighting ceremony, which is a lot of work. I don't think people understand how much we are so very lucky to have Joe Hurd and his crew at the streets department. Joe and I have been talking fairly regularly now about the many things that we have heart palpitations about. And did you do this? And did you work that? And what about the electrician? And what about? And then throw some change in it, because people love change.
Absolutely. Everybody loves change.
So watch, we're going to make a really, really big announcement here in the next couple of weeks. And if you have some nostalgic feeling about some of those things that are on the square, that have been part of the Christmas tradition, we will be retiring some pieces this year, next year, and the following year. And we want you to purchase them. If you have this very sentimental, your kids came with your grandkids and you're the fifth generation to come to our event, we want you to take it home and love it, and you can do whatever you want with it. So our office, I will apologize if you come to our office between now and the holiday lighting ceremony, it will be disastrous. Right now, there are giant boxes and glitter everywhere.
I mean, what's Christmas without a little bit of chaos?
Our glitter.
Oh my gosh, our office gets so crazy because all of the things that are in the houses and make that happen have to come out of our office and have to get organized so that they can go up each night. And add to that the new things, like right now our intern is putting together some 7-foot things that will be coming to the square, like 32 of them.
Nice.
And
Those are big objects.
The elves just returned from their artist, and if you saw that little elf hut and thought, oh, they're so sad, they're not anymore, and they have hands. And we really want to say thank you to our artist for spending hours rebuilding hands and faces and feet and cleaning them up, and they just... it just makes my heart so happy to be able to make it even better, right? We want to make it even better. We bought more candles this year.
I was going to say, Iowa weather takes a toll on just about everything that sits outside.
Absolutely. It's cold. It's windy. It's wet. It's
icy.
Temperature changes, all of that. And the brightness from the sun on the snow really fades things. So It's going to be great. A new thing also is we will have carolers every night that Santa's house is open for at least the first hour. We still have a couple spots open. So if you and your friends like to carol, you like to sing in the shower, you're a Girl Scout group or a Boy Scout group or you're a middle school choir or you're a church choir, 1 hour on a Friday or Saturday. Come out and help us make Christmas magic because we want everybody to have a part in the holiday tradition. Everyone can be a part of that. We always need volunteers. We always need people to help with the cleanup or the tear down or the setup. There's something for everybody. If you want to paint something, come on over because we got to do some painting too.
Do we know when Joe Hurd and the crew will start?
I believe you will start
items?
seeing some Christmas as early as next week. And so and there will be a chance for if you are a crafter and you want to come upcycle the wreaths, we will be adding some bells to the wreaths this year that hang on the poles. They're gold metal bells. Again, Iowa weather, you think something sounds like it's going to really work, and then the wind and the rain and all of that, and then you go, wow, that was not what I thought that would look like at the end of the year. So we're going to need all hands on deck. So if you want to help, just give us a call. We would more than welcome anybody to come and help us.
Awesome.
So many things.
So many things that are going to be coming up so quick.
And you will be getting your renewal packets. If you get your renewal packet and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many words, just give me a call. I can come and sit down with you and we can walk through what you did this year. What are my suggestions for next year? What are some new things that might make you want to add a sponsorship, or you want to give up a sponsorship or whatever? We can work through all of that. And those will be going in the mail on Monday.
Awesome. So be checking your mailboxes. Make sure you get them.
Because if you're not in the list, you're not getting half the notifications. Our board approved an upgrade to our backend database. So we've been doing a lot of member-only communication in the last couple of weeks because we do a really great job of telling the community about stuff. But our members, that's where they're our people. That's our family, and we want to take care of you. So we are right now working on a small business season. So from November 1st to December 31st, and the impacts of shopping small and shopping local. So if you spend $100 at a locally owned store, 68 of those dollars stay in Fairfield. Where if you do it at a big box store, 41 of those dollars stay in town. So if I go to Adela's and I spend $100, 68 of that is staying in Fairfield. It's just like Chamber Bucks. If I give Tommy $20, he could go over a town and spend his $20. But if I give him $20 in Chamber Bucks, he has to use it in Fairfield. So you keep your cheer in Fairfield. Keep your cheer here.
That was awesome.
Love it.
I know. It's fundraising season.
I was just practicing.
I love it.
Well, speaking of communication and getting notified, make sure you check out becoming a chamber member over at fairfieldiowa.com. It's really super simple, just a couple of clicks, and you're in the door.
Absolutely. So my friend Tom, he's got all kinds of first of all, Tommy's got a ton of hats. Today, this is Tommy with Fairfield Youth Performing Arts, in case
Yes.
you can't tell.
Yes.
It's all the Tommy. So you've got a ton of things happening.
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to share.
So where do you want to start?
Well, I think since you made a big point talking about sponsorship and renewal, why don't we just jump off right there?
There you go.
We are very, very proud of what we were able to deliver to the community in 2025. And we couldn't have done that without the help of our presenting and our season sponsors. In fact, all of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
But I am very happy to report that it looks like all of our top tier presenting sponsors and all of our season sponsors from 2025 have at least verbally agreed to renew for 2026.
Yay, thank you.
And
Awesome.
so, I mean, it's validation in that, hey, we must be doing something right because they obviously, enjoyed, watching what we did from going 0 to 150 miles an hour over the course of the year in 2025 and building something out of nothing. So again, we couldn't have done it without them. So we're very appreciative to those businesses, and those in particular are Everybody's Cambridge Investment Research, Alex Kessel, Farm Bureau Financial Advisor, Hedquist Productions, Jefferson County Health Center, and Beaner's Funeral Home.
All great chamber members.
Absolutely.
I love our family.
Yeah, great people. Now, on the other side of the coin, we do have some other sponsorship levels. For example, for Mary Poppins, Aeron Lifestyles Technologies was our production sponsor. They were a co-producer of the show. And for our upcoming show, we have Midwest One Bank in that role, co-producing the somewhat true tale of Robin Hood with us. And we'll talk more about that here coming up. But also proud to have added 4 new sponsors that are each sponsoring one performance of the Robin Hood show in December. And those are, for our opening night, December 11th, it's local Lore Music Company. Lore Oliver has decided to support us, and us in turn back to him. On December 12th, that's our Friday night performance, Wanderers Hall, new chamber member
We
also.
love them.
Pat and Kate Hetland, great friends, great people, and very vested in the youth in the community. So we're really happy and excited for some of the cross promotional things that we're going to be able to do with them over the course of the year.
Very nice.
So
got cool stuff there.
that one's
Yes,
a
they
real
do.
marriage made in heaven, I
Oh my
think.
goodness,
So
yes, I love that.
also, the guys down at the barber shop on Broadway have decided to support us as well. I was really inspired by those guys when we went to their business after hours. And we talked with Joe and Dylan and Zach about how they're really trying to inspire the youth here in town, in particular
Absolutely.
young men,
Yes.
which is something that our organization has sort of been aiming at as well, is getting more young men involved in the arts.
Absolutely.
So there's some clever ways I think that we're going to sit down with Joe and his crew and figure out some ways that we can do things together to support each other's efforts.
They're such great people.
they're
They're going to come
wonderful.
back to Chamber Talk too, because they have their own little big announcement coming up.
Yeah, they're funny.
Awesome. Yeah, they're great guys. I've been in there, I think, twice now. My son's been in there a couple of different times. Absolutely love the experience every time he goes in.
And then our final sponsor for our Sunday matinee, that's going to close the curtain on Robin Hood and the 25 season. It's Golden Magnolia Sanctuary. They're so wonderful. They do so much in the community. And Tammy Hessler, who is also on our board of directors and is our costume mistress, she's done so much already for our organization and for the
Aw, I
kids.
love that.
And just welcoming Golden Magnolia on board as that 4th sponsor, it seemed like the thing to do.
Absolutely.
And we're excited to support them as they've been supporting us.
Okay, so that's who you got. What do you got left? Because what if I really, really want to support you?
Well, it's important that you guys who possibly want to, throw your hat in there and support us for 2026 are aware of some of the new things on the horizon for the new season, because we
go.
don't sit still. Our mission
I've met
is,
I was going to say, there's so
Right.
much in between work that goes on.
yeah. One of the things is somebody asked me, I can't remember who it was. So Fairfield Youth Performing Arts, that's a lot of words. It's a lot of syllables to say, and you got to type that out all the time. Why can't you just say, like, Fairfield Kids Theater or something like that? But the truth of the matter is, performing arts, we chose that because that left it more open and broad to doing other things that aren't necessarily just producing a couple of shows a year,
Yep.
a musical, a play. That's a big part of what we do, no question about it. But there are other ways that the youth in our community express their creativity.
Absolutely.
One of them, and I was inspired actually by the chamber, by you and Miss Parker, asking about what you had mentioned, the caroling on the square by Santa's house.
Yeah.
I said, do you guys have a group of kids who might want to do that? I said, well, just let me poll the kids. So I went to rehearsal and I asked them about it, and every hand in the room went up. They were like, yes, we want to do this. That's cool. And then another opportunity came up to do the same thing, supporting Dee Sandquist and Doug Dollar with the holiday community sing-along.
Oh, yeah.
And then-
That's such a great event.
And I started to get the idea, maybe this is a thing, and this is
Yeah.
more than just a one-off. So
Yes.
we did a little tumbling around. The board and we talked a little bit about it, and we decided to start up a little FIPA subgroup called it's basically our children's community choir, and it's called the FIPA Cherub Society. And
angels.
And we see windows of opportunity for the kids to give back to the people who support them in the community.
Absolutely.
So through the chamber, through singing the Christmas carols on the square, doing the community sing along. But other things would be like, I have to talk yet. I'm in the process of
working
out the details, but I'm going to talk to Jeff Courtwright. Jeff, expect a call sometime about doing national anthems at sporting events. Talk to the care centers about going in and doing little pop-up concerts
They would love that.
for the residents. And these are ways that the kids can be giving back and supporting the community that supports them without even really knowing that they're doing it.
Yep.
Just by doing the things that they do all the time anyways. So, my job is just to get them all together and point them a direction and let them go. They're the ones who bring the talent. And
we've got to get those younger kids volunteering. I mean, if they
Absolutely.
don't learn when they're little, they don't know how to volunteer.
Yeah, absolutely. And, and also teach them to think about it not in terms of it being work.
Yes.
Things of it, just in terms of it being what you do. Somebody does something for you, you do something for them.
Absolutely.
It's just the trade-off that we all learn in life.
I would love to see them carol in the nursing homes over the holidays. That just makes my whole heart happy.
We're
might be
working
because
on
Christmas
that.
is in my office right now, so I'm a little bit,
We're working on that.
Yay.
So that the Cherub Society, that is one of our new initiatives. The other one is more of a beta thing. We're throwing it out there though, because we really need community support and help on this, both with skill sets. Probably there will be a separate fundraising campaign for this as well. So if you don't choose to get it on a regular sponsorship, you might be able to sponsor this effort. And it is a child-driven YouTube channel called FIPA Vision. And, so many of our kids have skills in, videos. They're running around with their phones, taking videos and doing reels and stuff like that. They're learning to edit on CapCut. They're creating their own content.
Yes.
And, we had already had an idea that there would be an accompanying YouTube channel, with FIPA to promote our efforts, what the kids are doing, help have an extra layer of how we promote and support our sponsors, and just another avenue for our creativity. And then it became sort of, well, why shouldn't this be youth-led as far as the talent? There's going to be some, adult supervision and guidance and learning that we have to do together on this. But this is an initiative that I really hope the community can get behind.
I love it.
For 2026. So anybody who wants any more information on that or wants to be a part of either the Cherub Society or FIPA Vision, you can always email me at board@fipatheater.org. That's FIPA, FYPA-THEATRE.org.
Or just go to Chamber Directory and click email.
You can do that too. Or find me on the street and poke me with a sharp stick.
All right, what else you got?
Well, I guess this
It wraps up the sponsorship.
I I guess I kind of buried the lead. We're going to close out 2025 in big fashion with our play. It's called The Somewhat True Tale of Robin Hood. I have a poster right here. I may send you a copy of this
I'd
digitally.
appreciate it. That way
Jason.
we can throw it up on the screen.
And but here it is.
4 shows.
4 shows. We open on Thursday, December 11th at 7 p.m. at Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. And then we go Friday and Saturday, the 12th and 13th, also at 7 p.m., same location. And then finally, we wrap it up on Sunday afternoon at 3 for the matinee, December 14th. And those, again, are sponsored by local lore music company, Wanderers Hall, the Barbershop on Broadway, and Golden Magnolia Sanctuary. This show's going to be great. It's laugh out loud funny. There's slapstick, goofy comedy, fourth wall breaks, people talking to the audience, funny narrators. Our leads are fantastic. The kids are doing a great job. Can't wait. And if I can, I want to actually shout out a couple of our cast, our director. I'm not directing this one, by the way.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You let somebody else do it?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it takes a
Part
village.
of
I'm really bad.
Part of being in charge is delegating.
Well, yeah, and
I'm really bad.
I can't do everything.
I feel that.
No, and I mean, it's not like I was the director of Mary Poppins. It was Phoenix anyways, but I digress. Amber Adkins is a revelation. She's absolutely wonderful. I was kind of poking around amongst my board, trying to gauge interest in who was going to direct the next show, because I knew that, like, if nobody raised their hand, it was going to be me, and which would have been fine also. But Amber was like, "Oh, I'll do it." So okay, all right. So Amber, you're going to be the director. So like a couple of weeks later, there's a Google Drive that's just filled with like lists of props. She's read through the script. She's planned everything. I was like, wow.
Where have you been my whole life?
Yeah, I mean, her energy, her attention to detail.
Awesome.
She's a very, very talented theater person in her own right as an actress. And she's bringing that to our rehearsals, and the kids are learning so much from her. She's got a great temperament with the kids. I could go on and on and on just listing all the great things about Amber Adkins, but come out and see the show and see for yourself.
Very nice.
And we got a couple of leads I want to point out to you. Our Robin Hood is a young man by the name of Liam Robbins. Liam is an 8th grader at Fairfield Middle School. He was Oliver in the Fact production of Oliver a couple of years ago. He's got a pretty lengthy resume on stage, and he's going to do a fantastic job. Our female lead is Lady Marian. If you know the story of Robin Hood, you'll be familiar with Lady Marian. This is a funny take on Lady Marian, and she's played wonderfully by Thisbe Adkins. That's Amber's daughter, and she is so talented. She played Miss Andrew in our production of Mary Poppins, which was a small role, but her talent was just, it's like when you have a small container and it's like trying to stuff 10 pounds of talent into a 5-pound sack, right? It was just overflowing. So we knew we had underutilized her skills in that last show, and we knew we wanted her to do something more in this one. And then she came to the auditions, and it was just like, we're done here. Amber, she just killed it. She was probably already stage ready, after the first week of rehearsals. Wow. She's so good. We got a couple of young men. Ledger Logly plays Prince John, who's the evil, the foil of the story, and Henry Brose, 5th grader, plays his sheriff of Nottingham. Those guys are going to be funny together, and they're really latching onto the roles and bringing a little bit of their own flair to it. And then finally, there's one character in the script. It's called the Town's Guy. We actually split it up into 2, so it's the Town's Guys, and it's the narrator part. This is where we break the fourth wall a lot. This is where the narrator will talk to the audience and kind of help Robin out of some of his scenarios that he gets into. And those 2 roles are played by my daughter, Bixie Brower, and George Engel Foley, who I believe is also a 5th grader, and another one of those kids who we identified in Mary Poppins as an underutilized talent. So
very nice.
We're very much looking forward to seeing what those kids and the other 19 kids in the cast
Just a
bring to the
couple.
table.
Just a couple pumpkins.
Yep, just a few.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Tickets are on sale now
Nice.
at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center box office. You can get them online at fairfieldacc.com. Follow the links when you get to the website, or you can just go into the box office, which is open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 5.
Okay, now, not that you were ready for this, but Fact is coming right up with their own play.
Yeah, actually.
I know you wear that hat too, so
I do.
give them a shout out.
Sure,
I don't wanna
I'm
say it.
happy to, because they're kind of our sister organization, big sister, because they've been around for a lot longer than we have.
Absolutely.
But one of our board members for FIPA, Rachel Biggs, who's also a board member on FACT, and she is making her directorial debut doing Catfish Moon, which is a wonderful small cast, sweet little story about loyalty and friendship over the years, and rekindling friendships and coming to terms with some old demons and all of that. And the thing that's really remarkable about this is the cast. The three actors and one actress that are doing this show are so very accomplished. It's Andrew Mackenzie, Fred Huckey, David Patterson, and Celeste Simpson. And they're just absolutely wonderful. I've acted with each and every one of them in one show or another.
Nice.
And I auditioned for this show, and I didn't get it. I didn't get a part. And I was like, cool. Because when Rachel shared the cast list with me, I was like, you can't beat that.
Exactly.
They're awesome.
Exactly.
They're
So get your tickets at the Chamber or at Adela's
Yes.
for the shows. And the show dates are...
The 14th, yes.
Yes.
The 14th, 15th, and 16th of November. And then the following week, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th of November. That's a Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
And then the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd the following weekend. And this is at the Walton Club, where that'll be staged. It's a dessert theater as well. So they're going to put some sweets in your belly and some joy in your heart.
So get those tickets. There's so much art and talent in this community. And I love that you give the kiddos something to do. And I can't wait to see it.
Yay.
So thank you. Don't forget to get Chamber Talk and stop missing stuff.
Exactly. Get signed up, fairfieldiowa.com. Anything else before we wrap up?
The Tree of Lights campaign will be in your newspaper at Thanksgiving. It is 100% tax deductible up to the extent of the law. We are a 501c3 that runs through our foundation. And we are retiring some pieces and making room for
new ones.
For new ones. And we are still going to be a traditional holiday Christmas. There will never be a Mickey Mouse or a Donald Duck or any of that. We are sticking with our Hallmark holiday Christmas.
Well, and just remember too that those old or the older pieces, those were new ones.
Exactly.
Those
50,
were
70 years
new
ago.
for people, and,
Yep.
and certainly changed things even then. So again, change isn't necessarily a bad thing. These will be things that will be able to hang on, form new traditions, and make that holiday lighting ceremony just as good as it ever was.
Absolutely. We love our old-fashioned Christmas. In Fairfield.
Exactly.
Can't wait.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for this week's edition of Chamber Talk, and we'll be back again next week.